There are moments in life when everything feels heavy. When the world goes quiet and all you can hear is the sound of your own heartbeat, echoing with pain, loss, and confusion. Moments when the light seems too far away, and even your own strength feels like a stranger. We've all been there, standing in the dark, trying to hold on, whispering to ourselves, "I don't know how much longer I can do this." But listen carefully. This message is for those moments. For the moments when life breaks you, tests you, and leaves you wondering if you'll ever smile again. Because the truth is this: hope isn't something you find when everything is perfect. Hope is something you create when everything is falling apart. Hope is not just a word, it's a survival instinct. It's the quiet voice inside you that says, "Keep going," when everything else tells you to stop. It's not born in comfort, it's forged in chaos. When life hits you hard, when you lose your job, your health, a loved one, your dream, hope becomes your oxygen. It doesn't erase the pain, but it reminds you that pain is not the end of the story. Even the strongest trees were once tiny seeds buried in darkness. But they didn't stop growing, they reached for the light they couldn't yet see. That's what hope is, believing in the sun, even when the night hasn't ended. You see, difficult times are not punishments, they are preparation. Life breaks you down, only to build you stronger. The cracks you feel in your soul, they're not signs of weakness, they're openings for light to enter. So, when you feel hopeless, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask instead, "What is this moment trying to teach me?" Because the moment you shift from pain to purpose, you start to rise again. It's easy to believe pain lasts forever when you're in it. When your heart is heavy, every minute feels like an hour, every day feels endless. But here's the truth: pain is temporary, but growth is permanent. Every storm, no matter how violent, eventually runs out of rain. Every night, no matter how dark, eventually meets the sunrise. Your pain will not last forever, but the strength you gain from surviving it will. Sometimes, the things that break your heart are the same things that open your eyes. When you look back one day, you'll realize that the things you thought were meant to destroy you actually built the person you were meant to become. So hold on, even if it's just by a thread, because the thread you're holding could be the bridge to your new beginning. It's easy to be grateful when life is good, when everything is going your way. But the real test of gratitude comes when you're hurting. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect, it means finding beauty in the cracks. It's saying, "I may not have everything I want, but I'm thankful for what I still have." You still have breath in your lungs. You still have a heart that beats. You still have the ability to try again. And as long as you have that, you have hope. The most powerful people are not the ones who never suffer. They're the ones who find something to be thankful for, even while suffering. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it transforms it. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's meaningful. And once you begin to see what's still good, you start to believe that good can still come. In difficult times, isolation feels natural. You pull away, hide, and shut the world out. But isolation is where fear grows and hope fades. You must fight that urge. You must surround yourself with light, with people who lift you, love you, and remind you of your worth when you forget it. Sometimes hope isn't something you find alone. Sometimes hope is borrowed from a friend, from a mentor, from a stranger's smile. And that's okay. Borrow hope until you have enough of your own. Don't be ashamed to reach out. Because asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Even the strongest flames need oxygen to keep burning. Find the voices that remind you who you are. Find the people who see your light even when you can't. Because one spark of kindness, one act of love, can reignite a soul that thought it was lost forever. The hardest truth in life is this: you cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control what you do with it. When life breaks you, you have two choices: stay broken or rebuild stronger. Your pain can become your prison or your power. Some of the greatest healers were once deeply wounded. Some of the most inspiring voices were once silenced by despair. They didn't escape their pain, they transformed it. Whatever you're going through right now, it's not the end of your story. It might just be the chapter that changes everything. Your suffering can give someone else strength. Your scars can teach others how to survive their battles. So, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can I use this to help someone else?" Because purpose doesn't remove pain, it gives it meaning. And when your pain has meaning, it no longer controls you. It becomes your greatest weapon of growth. When everything falls apart, when you've done everything and still nothing makes sense, hold on to faith. Faith doesn't mean you understand everything. It means you trust that something greater is guiding you through it. Sometimes you'll feel lost, abandoned, or forgotten. But remember, even in silence, God is still working. You may not see the whole picture now, but one day you will. And when you do, you'll realize every delay had purpose. Every heartbreak had reason. Every storm had direction. Faith is believing in the unseen, trusting the process, and knowing that your current pain is not your final chapter. So, when you're tired, pray. When you're afraid, trust. When you feel hopeless, remember. Even the smallest candle defeats the darkest night. You've survived every bad day you've ever had. Every storm, every heartbreak, every failure, you're still here. That means you're stronger than you think, braver than you know, and closer to a breakthrough than you realize. Hope isn't about ignoring your pain. It's about believing that something greater still awaits you beyond it. So, when life feels impossible, when you want to give up, just whisper to yourself, "This is not the end of my story." Because it isn't. You still have chapters left to write, chapters of strength, healing, love, and redemption. And one day, you'll look back and thank yourself for not giving up when it was hardest to hold on. If this message touched your heart, don't let it fade. Hold on to it, share it. Because someone out there needs this reminder too. You are not alone. You are not finished. And your best days are still ahead. This is Motiversity of Success, where pain turns into power and struggle turns into strength. Subscribe now, and let's rise together, one soul, one victory, one story at a time.